This rapper and him, they all in the room together.
Yeah, I go to Daddy House studio and I'm fucking with Diddy and Q-Tip, and they was in there doing something.
It all started, we was in Atlanta. And this story starts when I'm with Puff and he's in the exotic bookstores and he's doing shopping. So when I went by there and I looked up there and it said butt plugs. And I was like, hey, yo.
Any man who I know who did ecstasy for more than 4 years straight, they all have a trans girlfriend right now.
They were up in there doing something and then, boom! You won't believe what just blew up online. A video of hip-hop legend Busta Rhymes reacting to Diddy's male dancers just shook the internet like an earthquake. Busta didn't just lose his cool, he lost the whole thermostat. This man was caught slipping, raw, unfiltered, and totally off guard. His reaction? Absolutely wild. The internet is lighting up, and people can't stop talking about it.
Bro, Busta Rhymes wanted him in his section so bad. Like, what? Pulled him to the section, like through the rope, and tucked him off in the corner. So I'm looking like, well, he ain't come with us. But I know he was in the little group. So if I go out with somebody, like a group of people, I try to make sure everybody get there together and leave together. No, he stayed with them. He stayed in there with them, bro. For sure, bro.
This clip has everyone in a chokehold. Usually Busta's the calm, collected OG, but when those dancers hit the stage, everything changed. 1 second he's chilling, next second he's fidgeting like he's sitting on a hot seat. The man looked like he wanted to teleport out of there. His face said it all. Wide eyes, sweating, twitching. It turned into an instant meme. The crowd at the event might have been too distracted to notice, but the internet caught every blink, every flinch. Folks are breaking it down frame by frame, zooming in like it's a true crime doc. And Busta.
How long has it been like this known about Busta Rhymes?
Well, I knew about this like in 2012. I knew about this in 2012.
How come you think nobody else speaks up on it or says anything?
Because, bro, these people admire these people so much. They want to make sure they in the section.
He stayed quiet, but his expression screamed louder than any mic ever could. He wasn't feeling it, and people noticed. And then, boom again.
There's countless videos of Busta Rhymes getting mad at females for just being girls. This girl touched him one time, he go crazy, throw a drink on her and everything. See what I'm saying? Like, what? Why you getting mad at females? You go to these guys, they're in the club, go to their section. It's all men in the section. That ain't weird to nobody.
The clip went viral in minutes. Busta Rhymes suddenly found himself as the internet's main character, and not in a good way. Memes exploded, old posts resurfaced, and his name started trending before the night even ended. It turned into a digital stampede, and everyone had their eyes locked in. Busta Rhymes built his whole image on being in control, confident, unshakable. But after that clip dropped, fans started side-eyeing everything. And just when folks thought he'd lay low and let it blow over, nope, Busta clapped back, hard, and it was messy. That viral video didn't just trend, it flipped his whole vibe on its head in seconds.
So, I hear somebody say, oh, he's cute, I want him. So when I heard that, I turned around like, man, did he just say that? Man, you got all this jewelry to attract some men in here? You wild. Shocked me. But sure enough.
And that was the guy that Busta Rhymes pulled back?
He pulled him into the section. Pulled him into the section, and then they walled him off like this man. I'm like, damn. And that little dude was so happy, he couldn't believe that. He was shocked.
And instead of cooling off or calling his team, Busta dove headfirst into the madness and lit it up on the way down. No damage control, just full-on detonation. He went off on social media. No filters, no chill, no regrets. He was tagging people, calling folks out, throwing major shade like it was a sport. Fans were stunned. Celebs were peeking through their fingers like, Is this really happening?
Puff and Ja Rule runs out the room. Puff got his towel, Ja grabbing his towel, but they butt the naked. And so then Ja was like, yo, what's going on? Yo, G, that's my cousin. He know me well, and Puff was like, yo, G, what happened? I said, he tried to get in the room. I told him he couldn't get in the room. And he was like, Puff looked at Ja. He said, yo, Ja said, you ain't want to go in that room because there's a lot of freaking going on.
The whole internet got glued to the drama like it was the Super Bowl of meltdowns. Some folks thought he was drunk. Others said emotional. A few tried to claim he got hacked. But nah, this was pure, uncut Busta. He started talking loyalty, threatening to spill secrets, even digging up old rap beefs that had been dead for years. His posts were flying, and just as fast, he was deleting them. But screenshots? Oh, they don't disappear. They live forever.
Bro, when Ja said, you don't want to come up in there, a lot of freaky stuff is going on. You got to use your mind. What they was doing with those butt plugs.
Right. His PR team had to be sweating bullets while he torched connections left and right, all over a clip that probably would have vanished by next week. But by the time Busta finally backed off and logged out, the internet had already crowned him the king of the meltdown. What started as a weird reaction turned into a full-blown PR nightmare. Memes, jokes, hashtags, it all came crashing down on his rep fast. Fans were heartbroken. Industry folks were whispering in the shadows, and people were wondering out loud, did Busta just blow up his own legacy? Or is there still a chance to come back from this inferno? Busta's squeaky clean image just took a nosedive, and it's not looking pretty at all. That whole family-friendly energy, cracked, crumbling, and crashing down fast.
You know, a lot of people like especially like a lot of sexual abuse survivors, man, they coming to me every day thanking me for speaking out about certain things, for protecting women and kids and stuff like that. You really like, this just my crusade I always been on, bro. You feel me? So like, I'm not really concerned about no detractors or what they have to say, because if you got a problem, come get up with me. Period. If not, shut up. Or get...
The internet's gone full detective mode, digging up old interviews, screenshots, and everything in between. His socials, a straight-up war zone. Loyal fans are flooding his comments with stuff like, "We thought you were better than this." Meanwhile, the rest of the internet is watching like it's the hottest drama on TV. And here comes the real tea, some of Busta's brand deals. Word is, they're on the chopping block. Companies are panicking, running from the chaos like it's contagious, trying to cut ties fast before the storm gets worse. One by one, those endorsements are vanishing, and his image might be going right along with them. Even other rappers are quietly backing off, keeping their distance. Nobody wants to get caught in Busta's blast radius.
So I ended up at one of his events, and a gentleman I used to work for, his name was David Arrington. He used to not work for, work with. He was security like me, big, strong, intimidating dude. On to find out, he was double dipping. You feel me? He was getting hired as a sex worker, and when I got to the event, he was there. And
as a bodyguard, or
no, he was there as a performer.
His rep is burning fast, and everyone knows the internet don't forgive and fame don't play fair. Can he recover? Maybe, but right now, it's looking rough. But this story ain't over, not even close. Next chapter, Busta's trying to rise from the ashes. Whether he flies or flops is still up in the air. His team's scrambling, doing damage control like their jobs depend on it. But new scandals keep popping up like a bad game of whack-a-mole. Some folks think he needs to face it head on, speak out, maybe even drop a real apology. But you never know with Busta. He moves different. Meanwhile, social media is going in. Non-stop memes, roasts, and jokes flying all day long. Some say it's time for Busta to get back in the studio, remind the world why he's a legend. But the big question is, can the music drown out all this noise? And just when you think the dust might settle, boom, another twist hits. Screenshots start popping up from behind-the-scenes convos, alleged texts, and cryptic subtweets aimed straight at Busta. Now people are wondering, who's leaking? Is it someone from his inner circle?
Like they had like dancers in cages, naked. I seen a few people had like lions on leashes and stuff like that. You feel me? And then, you know, once they came out to collect everybody's phones, that's when I said, I'm going to the car, y'all got it. Because I seen the Diddy guy holding hands with two vampire-looking dudes, like they was off Twilight. You feel me?
Because this feels personal. Whispers are spreading fast. Ex-collaborators, old friends, even former team members might be the ones fanning the flames. Folks who used to ride for him, now staying silent, or worse, liking shady posts. It's giving betrayal, and the streets are eating it up. Meanwhile, Busta's silence is only making things louder. Every day he stays quiet, the rumors stack higher. People are saying, why isn't he clearing this up? And every unanswered question just adds more fuel to the fire. Blogs are feasting on every update, influencers dropping hot takes like clockwork, and YouTubers are breaking it all down like it's a full-blown docu-series. This isn't just a scandal anymore, it's a whole storyline, and Busta's smack in the middle. Even fans who once defended him are starting to hesitate. Some are saying they feel played, like the Busta they looked up to isn't the same guy they're seeing now. Trust is cracking, and once that breaks...
And most of them are, like I said, celebrity world is Zesselmania, man, period.
You got to trademark that move.
It's hard to fix. Now everyone's watching his next move like it's the final play. One post, one statement, one track could change the game or seal his fate. Then out of nowhere, bam! A new name enters the chat, and it just made everything messier. Word on the street is that an old industry heavyweight, someone who's had tension with Busta for years, is low-key stirring the pot. And guess what? They're not denying it. Nope, they're dropping just enough shade to keep the spotlight hot and the rumors sizzling. Screenshots of subliminal jabs, podcast clips resurfacing, alleged studio run-ins from back in the day suddenly going viral. It's like every old grudge Busta ever had is coming back like ghosts, and they're all ready to talk. Now people are whispering about secret feuds, shelved diss tracks, and behind-the-scenes blow-ups that never made headlines. Until now, it's turning into a whole rap soap opera, and folks are glued to it like it's their favorite series. And Busta still holding back. Still no official statement.
He was like, you want to walk with God or you want to be a roach, nigga?
That's some gay shit to say.
And I'm looking like,
that's some Frank Lucas shit.
So I'm like, damn, why you? I'm like, but you gonna let him grab you like that? Because bro, he real touchy-feely, so that's how he discern if he gonna try to. If you let him touch you a little too much,
who knows?
Yeah, he go.
Fans are begging him to clear the air. Say something, but it's crickets. The silence is starting to look like guilt to some and strategy to others. Either way, it's risky. In the meantime, his rivals are dancing all over this moment. Some straight up throwing shade, others just sitting back and watching his empire shake. This ain't just about one viral moment anymore. It's starting to feel like a reckoning. Years of industry beefs, image control, and secrets all cracking open at once. The pressure's building. And with the internet clocking every move, the next headline could either save Busta's name or finish him off for good. Fans are feeling burned, trust is shattered, and Busta's once flawless image, it's cracked wide open. Rebuilding from this mess won't be easy. People are already whispering. This might be the end of the Busta we knew. But hey, the game does love a good comeback story, and crazier comebacks have happened in this wild industry. Can he pull it off? Maybe. But right now, all eyes are locked on him. And in the world of fame, anything, and we mean anything, can go down. One move could flip the whole script or seal it for good. So yeah, stay tuned, because this story, it's far from over. This whole Busta saga is turning into a full-blown circus. Spotlights, chaos, and all. And trust, it's nowhere near done. He's got more cleanup to handle than a politician caught slipping. The streets are saying he's gonna have to grind harder than ever just to win back even half the crowd. But in this game, today's disaster can be tomorrow's documentary. A headline today can be history tomorrow. Will Busta rise like a phoenix from the ashes or fade out like a trend from last summer? Nobody knows yet, but everybody's watching. So buckle up and don't blink, because this ride, It's just getting warmed up. And if you've been locked in with us through all this madness, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for the latest twists. Hit that share button so your crew doesn't miss the drama, and we'll catch you right back here for the next wild update. See you on the next one.